Hey guys, welcome back to Medical Coding with Blue. Today is Vlogmas Day 19. If you are brand new to my channel, welcome. I am Blue. I'm a medical coder. I'm doing the theme of my Vlogmas this year as motivation and inspiration. Today's message is all about make each day count. So let's get right into the message. All right, make each day count. Yes, you hear this a lot. People say this all the time, make every day count. But what does this actually mean? This means we are all here with a limited amount of time. Yes, some of us have a lot of things that we want to do, but that's why we have to make every day count. Every day literally is a gift. Every day that you can wake up out of that bed and you can start your day and get going is a gift. So the thing is, don't squander this gift. Every day, you should be doing something that is leading you towards self-improvement, betterment in your craft, whatever the case may be. And if you are trying to decide of, well, do I want to go back to school? Do I not want to go back to school? Do I want to start a new career? Do I not want to start a new career? Whatever is blocking you from making that decision, you need to face that head on. Because if it is just your fear getting into your head, you really need to start to think about what is that keeping you from? What are all the things that you want to do with your life that is stopping you just because you feel this way? And remember, feelings change over time. Well, you may say, well, Blue, you don't understand. You know, I have anxiety and I feel this and I feel that. People who have anxiety and feel these things do career changes all the time, or they go back to school all the time. Sometimes it is just a process of overthinking that is really what is getting in our way. Sometimes what you feel is not anxiety, more that it is an action of overthinking. And when you overthink, again, overthinking is a thief of dreams. It can literally stop you from doing the things that you want to do. Now, why would you let a thought keep you from having a career that you want, or having your dream body, or whatever your goal is? Everything takes a few steps, and you have to start with the first step, and that is making every day count. Make it where you are trying to decide. If you want to decide on something, say you want to start a new career, get a whiteboard. And I've mentioned this whiteboard before, but when you have something in front of you that you can see, and you can see your goals in front of you on a daily basis, it's going to be that little reminder every day. This is what you need to do. This is what we want to do. This is our plan. This is what we want in our life, right? And when you start to see those things and you start to do whatever it is that you need to in order to start getting there, that's when you know you're on the right track. And that will keep you motivated in those times when you're like, well, you know, I don't really feel like doing this today. Then you have to remind yourself that every day that you aren't working towards your goal is another day you won't have your goal. Is another day it'll take you longer to get to wherever it is that you want. And when you have that, when you have so many of those days, years can pass by. And it's just like, where did the time go? And I hear from a lot of people who say that they regret not going back to school, or not switching their position at their job place because they were so afraid, and they didn't want to do this and they didn't want to do that, and they just overthought all of these things. And if they would have said, and then they say they wish they would have just did whatever it is that they wanted to do. And that's why I say you got to make every day count. And you know, we all don't know, right? We all don't know when it's going to be our time. So that's why you got to enjoy everything that you do. And if what you want to do is enjoy where you work and enjoy what you do, you need to take steps towards that. If that's not the case for you right now, if you are working in a minimum wage job and you're still on the fence trying to decide, well, should I go back to school? Should I not go back to school? Do you think that being in that same minimum wage job is going to change somehow overnight? Like you're going to make more money, or you're going to do so much better in that position? Yeah, you might move up a little bit, but you're still going to be in the same place. So when you think about that, is sitting on the bench what you want to do? Or do you want to try to move forward and do the things that you have in your heart? Whatever it is that you have that you want and that you desire, wouldn't that be better for you to work towards rather than always sitting there and wondering, you know? And then when we have that frame of thought of like, okay, well, now I know I have a goal and I want to work towards this. Every day you got to do something towards that goal. Every single day, big or small, you got to do something towards that goal. Whether it is reading, whether it is working out, whether it is making those connections, whether it is getting back into school, whether, you know, whatever the case may be. Every day you've got to do little by little by little by little. What is the story about the tortoise and the hare, right? People were talking about the hare and, oh yeah, the hare is not going to make it. I'm paraphrasing the story, of course. As only I could, right? But they were making fun of this hare. They're like, this hare is so slow. I mean, the tortoise. The tortoise was so slow. Tortoise, hare, whatever. So they said the tortoise is so slow. The tortoise will never beat the hare. And what happened? The hare got all tripped up and the hare, you know, ran out of energy. Meanwhile, the tortoise was still going. And the tortoise eventually ended up making it and passed and beat the hare. The same thing. You got to do something every single day. You got to keep moving forward. You got to stay with the positive and you've got to keep going. Because again, we don't know how long we all have. None of us do. You got to enjoy your life while you can. You've got to work towards something while you can. And if you are just sitting here just like not really knowing what to do, what is stopping you? Face that head on. Get rid of that thought. Is it a thought or is it literally something that is stopping you? What is literally stopping you? And you got to work towards neutralizing it and making it to where it's not going to impact you. Is it because you don't have your high school diploma or your GED? Well, then you need to go get it. There are so many really intelligent people that, you know, they don't have their high school diploma or their GED and they're just kind of sitting there wondering like, if I just go back and get my high school diploma or my GED, I can go to this school and I can get this education and I can move forward in my life. What is stopping you then? You got to go for it because nobody else is going to do that for you but you. Every day has to count, people. Every day. Every single day. Because if not, you've got years that will pass by. And years that will be gone before you know it. Like that. And then where will you be? What will you be doing? So really look at those things. If I had known about this career field when I was 18, I would have done this since I was 18 years old. But I had no idea. I had no idea what medical coding even was when I started it. But now I'm in it and I love it. I'm lucky in that. I'm blessed in that. And I make every day count because I'm on here talking to you guys. I'm working on something in the back, or I'm doing whatever it is that I know is going to improve me for you guys. Every single day. That takes commitment, folks. It takes commitment and it takes drive, and you got to have that. But I feel so fulfilled in my life doing this because of that. And I know that I'm making every single day count. And that to me is a wonderful blessing. That is a great place to be. Mentally, physically, emotionally, it is a great place to be. Because I spent time not knowing before that making each day count actually meant something. I had heard it and I had heard people say it, but I said, that doesn't, you know. But I get it now. I get it. And when you get it, that light bulb will be like, oh, okay, I get it now. But when you get it, you get it. And when you find passion for anything that you do, it will make making each day count even more better. Because you will have a little bit of that every single day. And if you have passion for whatever you do, you will be successful. And that's paraphrased from Wolfgang Puck, one of my favorite chefs. But anyway, but that's the message for today. Make every day count, my people. Make it count. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Thank you guys for joining me. I truly appreciate it. And I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.